I am the vine, you are the branches. He that abides in me, and I in him, the same brings forth much fruit. For without me you can do nothing. John 15, verse 5. The great secret in religion, that secret which is only with those who fear the Lord, and to whom he shows his covenant, is first to get sensible union with the Lord, and then to maintain it. But this union cannot be gotten except by some manifestation of his person and work to our heart, joining us to him as by one Spirit. This is the espousal of the soul, whereby it is espoused to be one husband as a chaste virgin to Christ. From this espousal comes fellowship, or communion with Christ, and from this communion flows all fruitfulness, for it is not a barren marriage. But this union and communion cannot be maintained except by abiding in Christ, and this can only be by his abiding in us. Abide in me, and I in you. But how do we abide in him? Mainly by faith, hope, and love, for these are the three chief graces of the Spirit which are exercised upon the person and work of the Son of God. But as a matter of faith and experience, we have also to learn that to abide in Christ needs prayer and watchfulness, patience and self-denial, separation from the world and things worldly, study of the Scriptures and secret meditation, attendance on the means of grace, and, though last, not least, much inward exercise of soul. The Lord is, so to speak, very cautious of his presence. Any indulged sin, any forbidden gratification, any bosom idol, any lightness or carnality, any abuse of the comforts of house and home, wife and children, food and clothing, any snare of business or occupation, any negligence in prayer, reading, watching the heart and mouth, any conformity to the world and worldly professors, in a word, anything contrary to his mind and will, offensive to the eyes of his holiness and purity, inconsistent with godly fear in a tender conscience, or unbecoming our holy profession. It matters not whether little or much, whether seen or unseen by human eye, all provoke the Lord to deny the soul the enjoyment of his presence. And yet with all his purity and holiness and severity against sin, he is full of pity and compassion to those who fear and love his great and glorious name. When these sins are felt and these backslidings confessed, he will turn again and not retain his anger forever. When repenting Israel returns unto the Lord his God, with the words in his heart and mouth, take away all iniquity and receive us graciously. Then the Lord answers, I will hear their backsliding, I will love them freely, for mine anger is turned away from him. I will be as the dew unto Israel. He shall grow as the lily, and cast forth his roots as Lebanon. Then under the influence of his love, Israel cries aloud, Who is a God like unto you, that pardons iniquity, and passes by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage? He retains not his anger forever, because he delights in mercy. He will turn again. He will have compassion upon us. He will subdue our iniquities, and will cast all their sins into the depths of the sea.